What's good, YouTube? It's Guided DF, and today I got for you the best Tyler Herro build in NBA 2K25. Tyler Herro just dropped 40 points just the other night, so I knew I had to drop this build tutorial. And I promise that if you don't like Tyler Herro, this build will still impress you. I won't waste any more of your time. Let's get straight to the builder. Alright, so now we are in the builder, okay? So for the first name, you're going to put Tyler, of course. Herro for the last name. You're going to go right-handed and then jersey number 14. Alright, and then we're going to start off. He's a shooting guard for the build just because he mainly plays shooting guard. Recently, he's been playing point guard, but, we're going to do shooting guard just for the certain attributes and things like that. Then you have a 6'4". You're going to leave it at 205 pounds, and you're going to go with a 6'4" wingspan. Now, this is like the community build, okay? So they just dropped on December or January 1st. They just dropped him as one of the new player builds. So then if you built it exactly how they said, then your build name would be exactly Tyler Herro. But I looked at it and I felt like I can make it a little bit better, and this is the way that I did it. All right, so for the close shot, you're gonna bring it up to a 78. You're going to bring your layup up all the way up to a 93. He's super tough on his layups, and when you bring this up to a 93, he gets that layup mix master on gold, and that's in tier 2. So if you're trying to get that up one more with that tier +1, then of course you can get that on Hall of Fame. Driving dunk, he's not super powerful on driving dunk, but there is times where he has thrown it down pretty well. So you're going to bring that up to a 60, gets you some little simple dunk packages. You're going to bring this up to a 30, and then you're going to bring this up to a 43 post control. So in general, very good finishing. A lot of great, when you have a 93 overall driving layup, you're going to get a lot of contact layups, ones that just like randomly go in, even ones where it says, tight or heavily contested, you're going to be making them. And then for mid-range, he's a very good mid-range shooter. It's a huge part of his game. The reason why I'm putting it at 85 though and not any higher is because 85 is where you no longer have RNG. So if you are good at the game, 85 is going to give you, exactly what you need to be able to dominate and shoot like Tyler Herro. Now, put this up to a 94, and this is where you're going to use those 5 cap breakers at starter 3 or whatever, starter 4, whatever it is. You get those 5 cap breakers, you can bring it all the way up to a 99 3-point. And then free throw, he's a good free throw shooter, so I bring it up to an 80 overall. And then pass accuracy, the builder gave him like a 80-something pass accuracy, like an 85. I personally never have my builds have it that high of a pass accuracy. So if you're like exactly trying to be like Tyler Herro, trying to be extra with it, I guess you could put it at 80, but in the way of how I made the build, like made adjustments, I feel like 71, you can pass like him. I think they're just being a little bit extra. And then for the ball handle, I actually made an adjustment and brought it all the way up to an 88, and the reason why is because you get all of the best tall guard ball handles, animations, and things like that at 88, so I just brought it up to that. And then for the speed of ball, I bring it up to 86 so you can get that SGA dribble style, and just in general get that lightning launch on gold. For interior defense, this is another thing that I added to them. They did not even touch it. They left it at like 25. I feel like any NBA player, they're going to be putting in that work in the paint. It doesn't matter. They're going to be trying at least a little bit on defense. So that's what I did. Now for the perimeter defense, you're going to bring this up to a 74. The reason for that is because you get that on-ball menace right there, and it gets you, the basic defense. He's not some absolute lockdown or anything, but he is an okay defender, so I feel like a 74 is doing him, the exact right, perfect overall. Now, if you're looking at steal, again, he's not some absolute lock, but he will get those steals, when they're thrown directly around him. It's not like he's not trying on defense. Of course, he's going to be able to get in some of those lanes, so I'm going to give him a 73. For the block, bring it all the way up to a 61. 61, perfect. Nowhere else, nothing to say about that. Bring this up to a 33. And then bring the defensive rebound up to a 68. You get your rebound chaser. He gets those rebounds, it's not horrible, and he runs it up the court. He's fast off of them, so of course you have to give him a rebound to get it on defensively. Speed, you're going to bring this all the way up to an 89. I feel like they did him like really bad in the builder, the one that 2K dropped. They gave him like an 82 speed. I don't think he's that slow. That's like some like Luka Doncic speed. Like maybe like yeah, it's kind of insane. So I give him an 89 speed instead. And then I brought his agility all the way up to 84. And then for the strength, I brought it all the way up to a 60. And then I put the rest on vertical. So this is the complete build. I think that this build is absolutely overpowered. So you have that 99 3-point, you have the 85 no RNG mid-range, you have the 93 driving layup that you just make like almost any layup, like unless you're just being stupid, you know what I mean? You get the best tall guard, you know, dribble moves, and then on top of that, of course, you're 6'4", so you're gonna be able to use, you know, like some of those small guard ones. You'll be able to get like most of them. I'm just gonna have to look into that and show you the animations in just a second. Your speed of ball, you have 86, so you're gonna have that gold lightning launch, and the defense pretty solid. If you are okay at the game and you're like trying with that 89 overall speed too, you're gonna be perfectly fine there. And then of course the 68 overall rebound is pretty dang good, and you'll get rebounds every once in a while. So now that we're done with this, let's get into the animations and the jump shot. All right, so now that we are in the, you know, the animations area, so you're going to be going with the Darius Garland. You get this because of your 86 overall speed of ball. You only need an 85, so you do have the best dribble style in the game. And then signature size up, you're going to be able to use Darius Garland. If you're starter 4, of course you're going to be missing out on Steve Francis because you do not have a 95 ball handle. I don't really feel like you're really missing out on much, to be honest. Kobe White regular breakdown combo, Ja Morant aggressive, absolutely love this one. I use it on pretty much all my builds. I think like any time that I can use it, I am using it. Devin Booker escape move, very like underrated. A lot of tall guards use this. Just very, very good. Pro combo moves. Everybody uses this all the way from 5'9" all the way up to a 7'3" whenever you can. You use this as your combo move. Crossover, Austin Reeves. Bro, I feel like this is totally underrated. I use it just because he's one of my favorite players, and I fell in love with it almost instantly. And I used it on my tall guard, and then also on this build. And then the behind the back, Pro. I use this also on a lot of my builds. It's very clean. You know, that second animation there, you drive to the basket very easily. They can't keep up with you. And then the spin Steve Nash is very, very good. Use that on all my builds again. Hesitation Kobe White. I use this or Tyrese Halliburton, which of course you can also use on this build if you want to. And then step back Zach LaVine. Now for the motion style, I use Theo. And then for dribble pull up, I use Pro. Go-to shot, Ja Morant. Very, 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 very good. Just watch. So you get that very huge like speed boost. You can either combo off of that, or you can literally just shoot it. Like, I actually do like the shot timing off of it, so sometimes I really do just shoot off of it. And then we'll go over dunk in just a second. We'll go over the jump shots in just a second. But for the layup style, Trae Young. Super good layup package, and unlocks actually at 80 overall. And of course, you have a 93 overall layup, so you know you easily unlock that. You're going to go absolutely nuts with that. Now for the jump shot. I've been using a lot of different jump shots recently. I have 3 of them for you today, okay? So we have the Patrick Mills, Darius Garland, Derek Fisher. And you're going to go for 80% Darius Garland, 20% Derek Fisher. The reason why you do that little bit of Derek Fisher is because he brings that release a little bit earlier, okay? So when you're using release, it will be when it hits the top of your head because of that Derek Fisher 20%. Now, if we go into that second jump shot, just give me 1 second. Jump shot 1 this time. You're going to be using Patrick Mills, Oscar Robertson, and then Campazzo, whatever. Then you're going to actually use this at 3-4 speed. If you want to, you could try 4-4 speed, but I use it at 3-4, and it's going to be 65-35. And again, it's just a jump shot where that second one is just going to bring it down closer to your head, easier release time. And you'll be greening every time with that 99 3-pointer. And then for the third jump shot is Cameron Thomas base. I haven't had troubles with this. Some people say that it's been patched recently, but I've been doing perfectly fine with it. So it's Cameron Thomas, Oscar Robertson, James Harden, and you're going to be using it on release, full release speed, and then 60-40. blending. All right, and now we're in the dunk area. Okay, so you only have a 60 overall driving dunk, so of course you're not going to get a ton of them, but these are the most safest dunk packages, so then you don't get as blocked as often, even with a 60 overall. Okay, so you're going to be using basic two-handers off two. You're going to be using the athletic hangs off two, the hangs off one for the 1 foot moving dunks, and then you of course don't get any standing dunks. You do get the Klay Thompson for signature dunks, and that's the only one I recommend. If you guys enjoyed the video or are planning to make the build, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.